Hello and welcome to a review on the Samsung Galaxy S4 Mini. I'm Joe Nags and I'll be looking through all the good and bad with this phone. There is a 4.3 inch screen in the front of this thing which has a rather disappointing resolution of below HD. 960 by 550 to be exact. Personally, I was a little upset with the display as text just didn't feel as crisp as I hoped and pitch looked a little bit average. I wish Samsung stuck a 720p screen on this. Last year's Galaxy S3 retails at a similar price and has a gorgeous 720p screen. I think this would have vastly improved my experience. When I started using the Mini as my daily driver, I quickly got over the rubbish display. I never used it for games, and I'll tell you why later, but I also never found myself doing any intensive tasks. Android 4.2 is on the device with an ugly looking touchscreen skinned over. It might be ugly, but it's full of little surprises. You control the phone with motion and gestures, which I never used actually, ever. It's just too much of an effort to move an icon around the home screen by moving your whole phone, or to zoom into a photo. It's a little bit impractical. There's also a smart screen which is supposed to turn your screen off when you look away, but this never worked for me at all, even when I tried several rooms and lighting. There's a usual array of pre-installed apps, so Flipboard and Dropbox are there, right out of the box. Plus, you get a free 50GB of storage with Dropbox with any Galaxy device. The settings app is great actually. Usually Samsung have a cluttered screen, but the new update means settings are organised and easy to find. I still wish you could search for individual controls. I might be calling TouchWiz on its looks, but it's still very good because of all of its functionality that Samsung pack inside it. I'll get into the performance of the S4 Mini. It hosts a dual-core 1.7GB processor with 1.5GB of RAM. I think the specs are quite high, but I was a little disappointed with the performance. General use with the phone was fine actually, I never had any issues on that front, but I was completely unable to play games such as rail racing, which often crashed when I tried to play it, while other games suffered from a few frame rate issues. You won't get this with all games, this was merely a test on some of the more power-hungry games on the store. I enjoyed the look and feel of the design. It actually feels more premium. In the hand it feels great and I could easily stretch my thumb to the other side of the screen. Sometimes it makes me wonder why I have a Galaxy Note. Underneath the cover is a 1900mAh battery, which supposedly has 12 hours of talk time and 3G, but my battery test didn't really get me through the day, which is a shame. Inside is a measly 8GB of storage which ran out instantly for me, but there is expandable storage up to 64GB, and the phone requires a micro SIM card. Other notables of the Mini is the inclusion of the IR blaster so you can control your TV and set-top box, NFC so you can use SBIM to send other files to other Samsung phones, and it's 4G ready, but unfortunately there's no notification light, which was a shame. On the other hand, the Mini's back cover is pretty good. I was impressed with the 8MP camera which took some really nice shots. Very similar to the quality I saw in previous high-end Samsung models, but it also brings some of the same traits of those iffy low light images that the device will take. Also impressive was the video capabilities which shoots in full HD. The front camera is as you expect, perfectly fine for those video calls. The Galaxy S4 Mini is a good phone, though a little disappointing. It's perfectly fine with those everyday tasks, but I struggle when I pushed it even a little bit. Despite this, the design is excellent and the phone has some really good high-end features. I had to think about the Mini's rating for a while, but I've come to the conclusion and it gets 7 out of 10. And that's it. I hope this video was useful. I've been Joe Nags and thank you for watching. Goodbye.